Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Maryam Albattashi and welcome to my presentation titled Job Satisfaction and Retention in the UAE. This project was conducted as part of the Research Methods for Business course. Today, I will walk you through the full research process, starting with the background, the problem I aim to address, the research objectives, and the questions guiding the study. I will then explain the methodology, which includes both quantitative and qualitative methods, followed by the findings, the discussion, and final recommendations. This topic is extremely relevant in the UAE because of its unique workforce structure and fast-paced work environment, and I'm excited to share these findings with you today. Job satisfaction is one of the most important topics in the organizational behavior because it directly influences how employees perform, how committed they feel, and whether they choose to stay or leave the company. In the UAE, understanding job satisfaction is even more important because of the workforce is even diverse. Employees come from different nationalities, backgrounds, and expectations, which means what satisfies one group may not satisfy another. Additionally, the UAE is known for its dynamic and highly competitive business environment. Many employees experience heavy workload, long hours, and fast deadlines. While this creates opportunities for career growth, it also introduces stress and pressure. This creates a need to understand what truly makes employees satisfied or dissatisfied and how organizations can create healthy work environment. The goal of this study is to explore these factors in depth. Even though job satisfaction has been widely researched globally, the UAE context is still not explored deeply. Most studies here rely mainly on quantitative surveys, which only provide numbers and percentages. They don't tell us how employees personally feel or why they experience certain issues. There is a lack of qualitative insights. For example, how employees interpret in leadership behavior, how stress affects them emotionally, and how communication or recognition impact their motivation. Without this deeper understanding, organizations in the UAE may be missing important information about why turnover happens or why employees feel disengaged. Therefore, the study aims to combine both types of data to fill this gap. This study has four main objectives. First, to identify the factors that increase job satisfaction. Second, to identify the factors that decrease satisfaction. Third, to explore what influences employees' decision to stay or leave an organization. And finally, to integrate both quantitative and qualitative findings, which helps create a complete picture and gives more accurate insights. These objectives guided the data collection, analysis, and interpretation. To achieve the objectives, the study answers four research questions. 1. What increases job satisfaction? 2. What decreases it? 3. What influences retention? 4. And how do both data sets support each other? These questions ensured that the study stayed focused and addressed the most important aspects of employee experience in the UAE. This study follows a mixed method approach, which means it combines both numerical data and personal insights. For the quantitative part, 50 participants completed a structured survey using a Likert scale. The survey measured satisfaction, dissatisfaction, communication, leadership, and retention factors. For the qualitative part, I interviewed 4 participants from different sectors using open ended questions. They provided deeper explanation of their experiences, which helped us understand why certain patterns appeared in the survey. The quantitative data was analyzed using descriptive statistics, percentages, and frequencies. The qualitative data was analyzed using thematical coding, which identifies repeating ideas or emotions. User mixed method gives a more accurate understanding because the survey shows patterns and the interviews explain those patterns. The survey results showed that recognition is the strongest factor that increases satisfaction. When employees feel appreciated, they become more motivated and more committed to their work. Supportive leadership was also extremely important. Many participants agreed that when managers communicate well, show empathy, and give guidance, employees feel more confident and loyal. Work-life balance ranked high as well. In the UAE, long commutes and heavy workload make balance difficult for many employees, so flexibility and understanding from employees make a big difference. Clear communication was also a major contributor. When employees understand expectations, responsibilities, and goals, they perform better and feel more satisfied. On the negative side, stress was the number one cause of dissatisfaction. This is considered with global burnout research, showing that continuous pressure reduces performance and well-being. Toxic culture, such as favoritism, negative, or conflict, was another major issue. Employees who feel unsupported tend to disengage. Lack of appreciation was also harmful. When employees feel their hard work is ignored, they lose motivation. Poor communication caused confusion, mistakes, and conflicts, which reduces trust and satisfaction. Together, these factors highlight the importance of emotional well-being at work. When it comes to retention, leadership was the biggest factor. Employees stay when they trust their managers and feel supported. Organizational culture was also important. Fairness, respect, and positivity make people want to stay. And finally, growth opportunities were a major influence. Employees want to feel like they are advancing, learning, and moving forward in their career. The interviews revealed several major themes: recognition, leadership support, work-life balance, communication clarity, team environment, organizational culture, and stay-leave decision. These themes align perfectly with the survey data, showing that employee experiences are consistent across method. For example, all participants mentioned recognition as a powerful motivator. They also talked about how supportive leadership increased their loyalty. Several participants described stress and workload as major concerns, and some mentioned that unclear communication created confusion and anxiety. These insights help us understand the emotions behind the numbers. When comparing the findings to existing theories, strong alignment appeared. Herzberg's two-factor theory explains that recognition and achievement increases satisfaction, while stress and poor conditions reduces it. This matches the result exactly. The findings also align with burnout theory, which highlights stress as major cause of dissatisfaction. Social exchange theory explains why supportive leadership increases loyalty when employees feel supported. They give back through commitment. The mixed method approach strengthened the study because both data sets supported each other. To conclude, job satisfaction in the UAE is influenced by emotional, relational, and structural factors. Recognition, leadership, communication, and cultural increase satisfaction. Stress, toxicity, and poor communication reduce it. Leadership and growth opportunities strongly influence retention, and using both quantitative and qualitative methods helped us understand both patterns and emotions. Retention is one of the most important outcomes in any organization, and the result of the study clearly show what makes employees stay. The survey revealed that 80% of employees link their decision to stay with the quality of leadership. This means employees are more likely to remain in an organization where the managers are supportive, fair, and communicate clearly. Good leadership creates trust, stability, and a sense of security which strongly reduces turnover intentions. The second major factor at 70% is growth opportunities. Employees want to feel that they are developing and moving forward in their career. When organizations provide training, career path, and opportunities for advancement, employees feel valued and motivated to stay longer. These findings highlight that retention is not just about salary or benefit. It's how employees feel within the organization and whether they see a future for themselves there. Companies that focus on leadership quality and employee development are more successful in retaining talent, especially in a competitive market like the UAE. Now, to talk about recommendations, first is to improve leadership training. Managers should receive trainings in communication, emotional intelligence, fairness, and supportive behavior. Leadership plays the biggest role in both satisfaction and retention, so improving leadership practices will have the biggest impact. Second is to support work-life balance. Organizations should provide flexibility, reasonable workload, and wellness initiatives. Many UAE employees struggle with long commutes and stress, so work-life balance can significantly improve motivation and well-being. Third is strengthen communication clarity. Companies should ensure clear role, responsibilities, and updates. Structures communication reduces confusion and improves performance. Many employees maintained lack of clarity as a major frustration, so improving this will create a more stable environment. Lastly is building a healthy and fair culture. Organizations need to promote respect, fairness, and inclusion. Toxic behavior should be addressed quickly, and all employees should feel valued. A healthy culture improves teamwork, satisfaction, and retention. These recommendations are practical and directly linked to improving employees' well being and overall organizational performance. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope the insights shared in this research help clarify the key factors that influence job satisfaction and retention in the UAE workplace. If you found this useful, feel free to explore the full report for more details. Thank you again for taking the time to watch.